What's up everybody, out of here. Thank you for joining for today's tutorial. It's definitely been forever since I uploaded last time the Photoshop tutorial or whatever, but in this 2016 tutorial I'll be teaching you how to make a logo for your business or whatever it is. Preferably business. So say you have a business and you need a logo but you don't want to really spend any big money on that and you want to make it yourself and just to try it out. And today we'll be using Photoshop. If you don't have it yet, you can download the trial from the website, and I believe it's I think it's a 30-day trial for free, which is good. So basically, let me show you the examples of logos you can find online. And as you can see, it's basically all simplistic. I mean, there is some art in here, that's for sure, but it's mostly simple, you know. People like seeing simple logos, and even bigger corporations or whatever have simple logos because it just looks nice, you know, looks clean. So say you have a business about computers, for example, right? And you want to make a logo. Let's create a file first. Click file, click new. For the resolution, we're gonna take 1920 to 1080, which is high quality, I guess, resolution. But of course, for resolution, the quality itself, the original is 72, which is really low, and we're gonna use a full quality, which is 300. First, okay. Okay. Next thing we need to do is to unlock the background because it's black. I mean, it's white. We cannot do anything to it. So to unlock it, you just have to double click the background, and then press OK. Now we have a layer. Now we need to clear the layer to get rid of the white space. So click Ctrl A to select everything and then delete. Now we just have transparent background and we're ready to work on the logo. We're gonna rename this by double clicking on the layer 0 to background, just so it's gonna be easier for us to know which layer it is. Then we're gonna click here to create a new layer, and this is what gonna be our logo. First of all, let's look at the example again and see what people really do with their logos. And as you can see, there's always some icon or some kind of, I guess, hint or whatever to the company name, and then the name of the company. So since we are doing the logo for the business, for the company which associates with computers, what we're gonna do is we're gonna basically search for PC PNG. Now there's a bunch of logos you can choose from. I would recommend you using something simplistic such as this. It doesn't have any copyrights whatsoever. It doesn't look real, which you don't want to be look real, and you don't want it to look like this either because it just, I don't know, doesn't look good, you know, for the logo especially. Let me see if we can find something which kind of looks nice. Let's see. This might work, but I don't know. Let's browse a little more. Maybe we can look for something like PC parts, PNG. That's gonna be a tough one to choose from. Maybe computer display PNG. There you go. That might work. Something like that. Let's see. This kind of looks good. This looks good. Yeah, this looks really simplistic. So let's click to view image. Right click, copy image, go back to Photoshop, and either go to edit and paste or Ctrl V. Oh shit. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna undo that. What we're gonna do right now is just basically save the image on our desktop and then open the image in Photoshop as a different file. So now we have this. As you can see, the resolution is too big. It's no problem, we can resize it easy. So what we're gonna do is Ctrl A to select everything, then Ctrl C to copy or edit and copy if you want to do that. I'm gonna go back to our project layer. We're gonna rename this to icon or logo, whatever you want to be, and then edit, paste. Now we have this. We're gonna resize this to the logo size. To do that, what you're gonna do is to hold Control and then press T. So now you can see it's selected. Then press left shift and hold it, and then just resize it to something about this size. Just put it in the middle. Now we're gonna create a new layer for the business name, which is right here, and let's say our business name is, I don't even know, Computer Labs, for example. And try to adjust the size of the writing to the size of the logo, which is about 36, maybe 48. I'll say 36, or actually 42 might work better. Alright, Computer Labs it is. For the color, for now, we're just gonna choose black. It's just gonna be easier on the background. So now we have this. We're just gonna reposition it again, and as you can see, this pink middle thing is just basically centers out with our icon, but you can also adjust using the arrows on the keyboard. And this font is called Burn USSR Regular. You can find a lot of fonts for free online. Just browse around, just put fonts for free and look what they have. So now I have this. Let's select this with icon by holding shift and then position to the center, just so easier for us to see. Maybe it will be better to, let's see, reposition it just a little bit, or actually make it better, bigger, to 45. I think that was good. Kind of center it out. Actually, no. I'm gonna do a little bit bigger. Just this matches the size of the icon. That looks about right. Not perfect, but looks about right. Next thing I will probably recommend you to do is to play around with coloring. What do you want it to be? For example, maybe a little bit better if you make the first letter of each word in a different color. For example, lighter gray or red, which kind of represents something about your business. Let's play around a little bit and see what can be better. Maybe this maroon kind of looking color looks good to me. Press OK, and same thing to L. And so if you don't really know what color it is as this one, you just can use this tool and just click here. It's gonna adjust to the same color. Press OK. And the next thing that we're gonna do is kind of to improve the looking of the writing by going to FX, and watch this. We're still working with the layer of the font. Make sure you don't do anything else to icon or whatever. Okay, go to FX, blending options. Here we're gonna adjust some settings for the visuality. We can do drop shadow is one of the favorite ones. We can do the distance, maybe a little bit further. Opacity 75 is usually the best, but you can do darker, but I think 75 is good. Next thing, we're gonna go to, let's see, gradient overlay, and this is basically the stock overlay you can find, but since it kind of overlays the red coloring or whatever, we can play with blend mod, and usually, not usually, just we can try overlay, for example. And as you can see, it's brighter on top and darker on the bottom, which kind of looks cool. Let's see, maybe screen will do something else. I think overlay worked better. And you can also adjust the opacity if you want to, you know, kind of see what you like the most. Next thing, let's see, we can also try, not really, no stroke. Then there's always pattern overlay. For patterns, it's kind of harder. You can find different kinds. I already have something like this, I don't really remember where I got it from. You can look online for free patterns for Photoshop, and it's really easy to install them. This kind of looks pretty cool and clean. Yeah, we didn't really have to worry about these guys. And still we're gonna leave the gradient overlay. Press OK. Okay, now let's go to background and actually paint it back white to see how it looks like on white. And as you can see, some of the letters are not visible. So that's how it's gonna be if you're gonna be printing on white. So what we're gonna do is go back to Computer Labs, FX, blending options, and maybe use a little bit of stroke. And there's a size of the stroke you can use. It's by default is 1. We can use, let's say, I think 1, and maybe change the opacity a little bit, make it look clean. And okay, and there it is. What you could do next, just to add some, I don't know, something better, is to add something inside of the icon. Maybe some software looking thing, or coding, for example. I'll show you. Well, a code. Is this PNG or not? Yep. I'm gonna save this on desktop again. Open it on Photoshop. Ctrl A, Ctrl C. I'm gonna go back to the project. Then we're gonna click the background, create a new layer under the icon, and call it code maybe. Then zoom in by pressing Ctrl and plus. Adjust it here. Paste. Ctrl C. I'm gonna resize this. Press enter, and then position it a little bit. And now, as you can see, it looks way better. It looks way professional. There's some coding that people don't understand, but it looks sick. And of course, just the main writing, which looks really simple and very nice. Then what you want to do is to save the project, save as, say desktop, Computer Labs, and you want to save it as Photoshop or PSD, so it will all include all of your editing. Done saving that, then you can save it as PNG or JPEG, but I prefer PNG because it keeps the quality to the fullest. Alright, there it is. Our logo is finished. Thanks for watching. I hope it really gave you an example of how to make a cool logo with just easy steps. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments, and good luck. Thanks for watching. Hell yeah.